welcome back to Lean Revisions. We are now going to move on to the improve phase overview. What we want to get out of the improve phase is first to identify our top potential solutions. We then are looking to create a small-scale pilot and test and verify the impacts of those solutions. And finally, we will develop full-scale implementation once we have tested a solution that approved itself to show success. In our first step, we are going to identify our top solutions. We're going to be looking at exactly what reduces or eliminates our issue. Poka-yoke, otherwise known as poka-yoke, a Japanese term for eliminating mistakes or mistake proofing, is often used in this step. Mistake proofing basically is a good method to make it difficult or impossible to produce defective work. What we're trying to do is make sure that we are minimizing the amount of human assistance required within a process. Defects result from either being unaware of the errors or neglecting to do anything about them. Finding the best way to fix the issue is essential. One technique for finding the top actions is to align the issues by category. Here's where you can organize them and visualize where most of them are occurring in the process. Now that we know what to focus on, start by making minor improvements to the process or an experimental design. We will dig into the specifics of how to do the pilots in future modules, but the main idea we can do is take the process maps and models that we have developed already in the define, measure, and analyze phase and start looking at those running different what-if scenarios. This will help us simulate the designs we come up with and make changes before we go out and pilot the actual changes. Then we can go out and test it, kind of like a flight simulator, in order to save us a lot of time, resources, and money if there's an issue. So pilot is definitely one area in which we can jump into further depth at a later point in time, but remember that it eliminates a lot of time, effort, and disruption within the workplace. Now that we have tested the solutions and know what works, it is time to move forward with our ideal solution. We need to keep a close eye on it in case we need to pull the plug at any point. It is time for us to develop a plan which includes documentation of the impact, training communication to let everyone know how to adapt to the new process, and how to identify any risks or defects, and then how to mitigate them. Now let's take a second and conduct a quick knowledge check. Question 1. What is the Japanese term for mistake proofing? The correct answer is poka-yoke, or poka-yoke. Questions 2 and 3 are true or false questions. Question 2 is, one technique for finding the top actions or solutions is to align the issues by category. For this, the correct answer is true. Our final question is, once you have piloted, tested, and evaluated potential solutions, your next step is to implement and monitor the positive business impact. For this, the correct answer is also true. That wraps up the improve phase. Next, we will be moving on to the control phase. I'm Ethan Liggett here at Lean Revisions. Thank you very much.